Hey guys, I'm here with Isaac Frasier at Wichita Fire Rescue 1. Some of you may recognize him from his excellent training business, and he is going to give us a grand tour of Rescue 1.
48 trap, gotta go.
What was it? 48, yeah. 31st of Seneca.
Battalion 1, Battalion 2, Engine 12, Engine 19, Rescue 1, Squad 12, Sharper entry, accident with persons trapped, intersection of West South Seneca Street, West River Street, South for entry, accident with persons trapped.
Can we give her another try?
Yeah.
Right.
So they already saw the introduction. We kind of got interrupted.
away.
Yeah, and then we got picked up. But let's jump right back into it while we have time, and we'd love to see Rescue 1.
We'll show you Rescue 1. We'll start at the front here. We got a winch system up front, 15,000 pound fixed. All of our rigging, we will move vehicles if we need to, and we do it fairly common. So we got a Y bridle up here and chain system where we'll throw hooks and move vehicles off poles, trees, anything of that nature. We've had this rig for a couple years now. Obviously the driving area, we're set up for pretty much anything that somebody can get caught in, under, on top of, in grain elevators. We got a bunch of stuff on the semi for that. Elevators, trapped firemen, rope, confined, the whole deal, structural collapse, task force. So we have different setups. We do water as well, dive, swift water, ice, the whole thing. So we have separate setups. This is our dirty Stokes. It is non-rigged. So if we're pulling a body out of the river or pulling somebody out that's been there for a while, we don't mess up all of our rigging and expensive rope stuff on that. A couple struts in there. It's usually my tools, my long tools here, and then this is my compartment here. Not okay. All right. That bell usually means a house fire, so, or some sort of fire. My compartment, air pack, the whole thing. Settling torches, rotary saws. We've got a bunch of battery stuff up here. My life vest for water. I'm trying to think what else. Extra lighting systems. It's just kind of my compartment. Can. That's the main thing there.
And for somebody who may have noticed, there's a little one down here. Is there anything?
All it is batteries.
Oh, okay.
It's battery compartment.
Station 32, Station 33, Station 34,
Yeah, it's
Station
a
35, Station 34,
fire out in the county.
39.
Airbag systems, multi-force bags. This is kind of the start of our extrication, heavy lifting compartments. Everything on the rig was set up by special operations captains at the time, with input from us and different guys. So this starts to work back as our kind of extrication side, works around all our rope down the center, dive stuff down the center, and then our other side's rotary saws and a lot of our fire related stuff, and dives on the other side as well. So we'll kind of break it down. Struts, chains, this is kind of the extrication layout in our main kind of lifting area. We got lifting here. These are just some bottle compartments in there. We also do man and machine, our high pressure bag controls for our bags on that side. Grip hoist, come along, all of our stuff, and block and tackle for our grip hoist. Man and machine, this area, we do it citywide, but this area is very, very predominant with a bunch of aeronautical, a lot of manufacturing. We had some pretty good cotton CNC machines last year, but it can be anything from ring removal to knick-knacky small stuff to big stuff. So this is just kind of the man and machine kits. We have connections for winches all the way around for our portable 9500 that's on the other side. I'll show you. This is a cribbing compartment. This is Jaws compartment. So we got a lazy Susan that comes out and spins to pull our tools off, all hydraulic tools, but we can spin this around, grab what we need to. This is the complement we run, spreader, cutter, and ram.
And how does the rescues complement differ from, say, a truck company?
Okay, so we run Hurst on all of our rescues, our two rescues, Rescue 1, Rescue 2, and they were actually run an AMCA setup. So we run the bigger in case something doesn't go right. 799 like the all nines cutters, the biggest ram that goes to 59 and change, 32-inch spreaders. We kind of have the big complement. They run Amcus, also battery systems. They run a smaller, still a 6-footer strut system, but we run full Gold Series struts for that 6, 10, 15-foot range that they can't go outside of. They're in that 6-foot range. Heavy lifting, so we run, and Rescue 2 also runs the hydrofusion struts, 10 tons a piece. These are awesome. We use these a lot. Trains, buses, like big stuff. That's our lifting for that. Also hooks to our Gold Series. So all of our stuff here integrates. Silver Series, Paratex will go in these. Gold Series will go in these. So all of our stuff kind of integrates together. Also with our task force stuff that's on the trailer. We got a new semi, a new hauler coming shortly. It will assist our complement there as well. Quick strut, so these are just, all right, this is a medical call for the pumper. So this is quick. Fireman gets off the back and he can instantly grab these. They're set up. We can pull here, take these off, and instantly go to the scene. He'll have both of them. I'll grab Jaws and meet him up there. So this is just a quick, not have to set up as much. If we need more, our Gold Series struts, we have more on the rig, 435 extensions. This is just kind of heavier lifting, heavier stabilization. Also right here, when we were designing this rig, I want to say it was Tim Bros out of Baltimore City Rescue One. I teach with him a bunch. One thing that they did was not do roll-up doors. That roll-up section takes a lot of space on your overhead. So they just said, make sure that this pocket stays open, and then we can take our struts and be able to put them up in there and keep them vertical the entire time. So it gave us a lot of space there. We carry a roofer in there, roofer here, and then we carry a 28. We carry a 28-foot extension ladder because all the pumpers in the city carry a 24. All right, let's hop up in the back of the rig. Our senior private is off today. Normally I'm not driving. I'll fill in when he's gone. Jeremiah's off for the shift. So usually I'm back here. This is kind of my baby, but I'll drive when I have to. So we'll kick straight off the back. Elevators is all of our kits, Paratech ESU kit, elevator bag, keys, blocks, so we can block elevators off downtown for the most part. More of the fireman rescue stuff, fastboard, halfbacks. This is just kind of that packaging. Some of our squad kits, ropes are all here. Rope bag 1, 2, 3, harnesses, helmets, tower kits. So we also do big towers. It's all our towers. First out dive setup. It's usually up front, but they got you up front today. Our air packs are here. This knick-knacky stuff. All of our ropes are here. The full rope system. Arizona Vortexes, everything. Aztecs here. Chargers and everything are up front for our Hurst tools. We've got our TV here so they can see forward, or they can see the CAD so they can be up to date kind of with what's going on during response. All of our dive systems, our suits and everything, everybody's got their own kind of setup that they wear. Weights, fins, more dive, quick dive stuff. His personal size that he's wearing today. We go back here, we get into our fast water stuff. Here, all our fast water suits. There's still some Gumbies for ice up there. We haven't taken them off yet for the year. And then in here's GPSs. We've got an inflatable boat right here. And then our medical bags right there.
And then I noticed you got some tools right here.
Yep, tools here. Fresno ladder for our elevators, and a can right here so you can get off. And we're 3 right now if we're short. We used to get extra for the city, so the 4th would be here. So we're waiting for staffing, but it's coming. So we go down. So our flat roof, we've got the new Milwaukee, the big 14 as well, that we're running now. Outboard saw for a forcible 16-inch. And then we've got our Stihl chainsaws for ventilation. He likes the outboard first out. I like the 16, so we kind of have that set off because I'm going to get back here secondary to the back end guy. And then we've got a battery Milwaukee saw back in the back, a chainsaw. is they have more bottles, knick-knacky stuff in the side compartments. Dive reels, we'll start getting into the dive stuff now. We're off kind of the fire part off the back, and then we'll start working line gun, comms, all of our system to dive. We dive the inner Spiro setup, and we're not recovery. We're set up for rescue. I mean, what, two shifts ago, we had a guy in a bulldozer, ended up not making it, but we dove that. Big bulldozer went into the water. We got up there quick, but we're citywide for all water. Inner Spiro setups, more dive setups. So he'll have his that he jumps off. As driver, I'll run around and I can get my setup here and start shuttling equipment. Battery fan, this is confined space, our main kind of confined space area. Capstan, sling packs. This is just all the comms and coordinated air systems for our confined space, ram fans, and electric fan there. Underbody doesn't have much, some high lift jacks. So core drill, hammer drills, this is a little more of our structural collapse area. Nail guns, we carry some 4x under the back there so we can do double T's and some spot shoring without the trailer there. Some of our gussets. It's our general, pretty much anything that we would need with structural collapse before that we can operate before the semi gets there. Our kind of a first out area. Officer kind of keeps his stuff here. If he's got, you know, different equipment, he'll put it here, kind of their personal stuff. Same thing, batteries, and then this is just his tool selection here, his search rope, kind of just some knick-knacky stuff that he has, and a full pass-through for our other equipment. Our confined space, tripod. And that's the main thing. Big rig, ton of equipment. We have the dive rig over there. One of the mobile airs is a dive rig. We've got supercharged jet skis, boats. We have all the water complement too, but this is the main, that's kind of the main laydown for our rescue. There's great people here, but it's busy. It's not there is a rescue test to be here. You take a rescue test, as well as rescue 2. They test as well at the same time, and they split for hazmat, and then the captains will kind of handpick people to come here. You'll be on the rescue team, which is a city, you know, group of people that are throughout the city, and then you'll slowly start getting picked up, and the captains will handpick people to come here. It's an awesome place to work. I wouldn't work anywhere else in the world.
All right, guys, we got a thunderstorm here in Wichita. Just sitting inside the firehouse, had a really close lightning strike, and a house fire just came in. Just saying there is no fire at this address. Dispatch is calling back to make sure everybody was dispatched to the right place, but this may be a false call. All right, so this is Captain Hauser. He's been kind enough to have me riding on Rescue 1 today, and he's gonna give us a tour of Station 4.
Well, like you said, welcome to Firehouse 4. We'll walk in here and come check it out. Briefly, as we come in the office real quick, and as you guys can see, they're acting like they're busy, but they're probably not.
2323 North Valley View.
So our day room and our kitchen kind of combined. It works for us. So right now, just minimum staffing is there's 6 personnel here. So, but we work 3 shifts, 24/48s. And this is everyone's kitchen. So,
and Cap, so I've noticed as I've been writing here, we've got like MDTs. We call them MDTs where I'm from, but the computer dispatch screen is here.
Yeah.
And it's in a couple places in the firehouse, and I've noticed your crew members paid really close attention to it, and sometimes it gives us a jump on calls. Just kind of tell me about how all that works. There's a special little sound I heard earlier that's like, hey, you have a fire. You know there's a fire someplace.
There is. This is our MCT, or our dispatch board, shows all the alarms with that's related to the fire department within this county. So of course, not only Wichita, Sedgwick County, there's some other departments also. You get some Derby and stuff in there. But yeah, they did set it up where if any structure fire comes out, it does make a little ring.
Building. 3429 East Douglas.
I don't know if let's just head that way. Hey, can you close that overhead? You
We're on scene right now. You can see smoke coming from the roof of this one-story building behind me.
I think we're heading back.
Okay.
We got set.
It's been busy. Yeah.
Battalion 1, Battalion 2, Engine 19, Engine 2, Engine 4, Rehab 7, Rescue 1, Squad 2, Truck 2 and Truck 7, for a house fire 8.
Man from truck 2, we're checking a specific area real quick, and then we should be able to scale this down. The main breaker is on fire door right.
Welcome to Wichita, brother. Thank you. Looks like the tree might have got it. Up there, you can see some fresh bark. So this is a house that may have been hit by lightning. I can see a little tree damage up above the roof line. No visible damage to the roof, but when I was back there by that breaker, it did smell like something was burning. So crews are just continuing to investigate now. It's been a while. Good to see you again, Chief.
You too.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
This looks like a busy area for you. There's a burnout right here.
This 2's district and 4's district, what I'd probably say are definitely the heavy fire load.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
2's catches a lot of working fires.
That's your first time in a fire truck. And you haven't lived, have you? You haven't lived yet, dude. Give him a big ol' hug. There we go. No problem, bud. Come by anytime.
Oh, you can check in the back of my shoes.
Hop in there. First time we see a fire truck. He's going in again.
Johnny, say hi, birthday boy.
It's your birthday?
Yes.
Oh man, happy birthday. Anytime, stop by our fire station. We're always around. Thank you very, very much. No problem, man. No problem at all.
So we have Rescue 1 sitting right here on this side here, and then on the other side in this firehouse we have Engine 4. Right now it is a reserve unit. It's not our front line normally, but it went in for some just quality assurance and stuff like that, oil change, fun stuff. But within this firehouse we have all the tech rescue and equipment like that. So we do have a structural collapse trailer over there, kind of a USAR prime mover. And then as you can see, we also do all water rescue. So whether that's top water or subsurface within the county, we'll respond. So we kind of have a big platform boat over there in the corner, kind of more of our dive platform. We do have a river that runs right through town. So our inflatable with a motor on the back works really well for that. And then we have some inflatables. Do have a jet ski. Don't use it too often. Depends on the alarm type. This is it. It pulls our trailer. All our lumber and we also take care of confined space. So all our fin form is behind our little giants there with our strong backs and everything. So we'll attach them when we get to the scene and put them together, and if we have a major trench alarm and everything, and all our gray struts and everything for Paratech, and we do have some gold ones in here. So we keep a bunch of gold on our Rescue Now and Rescue 2 up in the northeast part of the city, And we have a few golds for certainly like vehicle stabilization. Well, now we got a collapse level 2 getting ready to drop, so we're
Okay.
gonna take this.
Building collapse, level 2, Central and New York, Station 1, 2, 4, 5, 9.
Hey, Rains, get your stuff and get on the back of the rescue.
I'll just leave that on you.
Okay.
Battalion 2, Battalion 3, Engine
Chris,
1,
you got your
Engine 5,
trailer?
Rescue 1, Squad 5, Truck 1.
He's
Building
coming over
collapse,
here with
level
me.
2, Central and New York, Central Avenue and New York Avenue. Building collapse, level 2, Engine 1, Battalion 1, Battalion 2, Battalion 3. Engine 5, Rescue 1, Squad 5, Truck 1, operate, TAC 1 on arrival, TAC 1.
Get my picture.
I heard a house fire dropped right in that same moment.
So a house fire dropped over here, and as of right now we speak, a garage fire dropped right over here. So I don't know. I heard nothing showing on the house fire. I don't know about the garage fire. That's probably the loan office. Don't mess with that one.
So this is what we got. This is nailed.
If you're in probationary status, you'll wear a blue helmet your first probationary year. And then once you take your test and you're out of probationary status, you'll get a brand new yellow helmet. I'd like to, if we can just minimize some of the damage a little bit, so once we do get in, whatever we have to do, we can maybe re-secure this occupancy. It doesn't look, it appears to be vacant, but instead of just cutting the plywood completely out, since there's no real urgency, we'll try to be delicate. Sure. The first level would be lieutenant, and they're black. And the next level will be captain, and they're orange. And the next level is chief, and of course they're white. Just go over and look and see if there's a center post on that corner.
Okay, I'll check real quick. I'll be right back.
I'll meet you up front. So, just looking from here, I wonder if is there anything?
That metal overlaps. So it runs.
Yeah, I can.
Metal plate overlaps from front here and from here.
Well, and hey, it overlaps a piece that way too.
Yeah.
So this is it looks like a square stock.
Yep.
On top of an I-beam here, and an I-beam here, it's right here. I want to know, is there a center post, like a round stock steel pipe?
It's metal encased.
How about on the corner?
But the beams go all the way down. It's blocked. All the bottom isn't touched.
It'll go in a few inches on this. So the corner does have an I-beam that runs all the way from that load bearing that goes across on both sides, all the way down, which is intact. So this outer wall right here that they hit, it's not load bearing. We're gonna walk away from it and leave it alone. Good?
Good.
What's up? Well, you know.
Put support on now.
Good.
You were filming that the whole time?
Did you need to correct the record?
Yeah. Set the record. What I meant to say was absolutely, Lieutenant, sir.
The only firehouse I know that has a bunk bed.
Yeah.
I'm always curious how guys hop off the bunk at 3 in the morning and don't.
And don't hurt themselves.
Right.
Yeah. And do all of these lights come on if you get a call
All these
at night?
lights come on.
Okay.
Yep.
And then from what I've heard with the Zetron tones that you get, you can't really tell right off the bat if this is a rescue call or an engine call.
There's no difference.
No difference.
There's no separation of whether it's a structure fire or it's a medical call or any type of specialized alarm, and everything are on. So when you get that everything's on, the guys on their way out will leave it on, switch it to the on mode.
Yeah.
And you're laying there, if you're on the rescue and the engine went out, and you're like, why are the lights still on?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Well, and I just noticed you just turned that off. Like, I don't know how I would even find my way in here if I'm the last person going to bed.
Well, now cell phones have certainly helped. Everyone's using their cell phone to kind of see around.
Yeah.
If you don't make your bed in time too, you got to make it in the dark.
Yeah, and it's super cold in here. This is good sleeping weather in here for sure.
You better have an extra blanket.
Yeah. Have you gone to bed, no calls happened, and you woke up for shift change? Has that ever happened here?
Rarely.
All right, guys, so it's 1:48 in the morning. We just got called to check carbon monoxide alarm with engine 23.
All right, right now our monitors aren't picking up anything yet, so.
Okay.
Scared me at first.
Thought I was a bad guy coming at you?
Oh my God.
It's way too early in the morning for this nonsense.
Yeah.
Some guy with a camera following you around.
Right now.
Good morning from the quarters of Rescue 1 and Engine 4. Have to cut my ride along a little bit short this morning, so I'm not staying until shift change because I have a second ride coming up with Wichita Fire today. I checked my Apple Watch and I have a solid 3 hours and 11 minutes of sleep on board, but one of my favorite quotes is, "No one looks back on their life and remembers the nights they got plenty of sleep." So I hope you enjoyed this ride along. The crew from Rescue 1 and Engine 4 were absolutely amazing. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do that. And I'll see you soon in the next ride along.